Hello, good morning everybody, and welcome to Cole's Place. My name's Cole. Thanks for tuning in. If you want to give me a like, subscribe to the channel as well, and push the button for all your notifications. You know what to do. Yeah, so thanks for tuning in. Quick confession, sorry I've not put anything up for the past week or so. For the last couple of weeks since we had Storm Eunice, the weather has been absolutely terrible. We've had like an early spring monsoon season. So not been great. However, it's not too bad today. It's the weekend. As you can see behind me, a little bit overcast, but ahead of me where we're going to go, it's nice and bright. So what I thought I'd do this morning is come out, show you a little bit more of the town. The part I'm in this morning is on Bournemouth Eastcliff, and I've picked this area because there's going to be a few people now who are planning to come away for the summer, doing sort of staycations, weekends away, and this side of town is where most of the hotels and B&Bs are. So I thought I'd just do a quick walk around, show you what's what, a couple of the hotels, and I've got a fantastic hidden gem for you. So stick around because that'll come up near the end, and it's for you Wetherspoons lovers. Okay, it's one that you'd never find in Bournemouth unless you know where it is, so I'll show you that in a bit. Okay, so first of all, let's have a look, let's get our bearings and I'll show you where we are. Right, okay, so you can see I've turned round. In front of me there's Bournemouth Pier, which is the centre of Bournemouth. I always make reference to this because when everybody lands in Bournemouth, they head for the pier or the Central Gardens. So you've got the Bournemouth Pier there, and then to the right there is the Central Gardens, and that takes you right into Bournemouth Town Centre. So that's where we are. Nice view today. If you look over there, if I zoom in, that's Westcliff over there. Get my finger in. Yeah, Westcliff, nice and sunny over there. Over to Branksome. Then you've got Sandbanks, which I call the posh bit. If you have a look at the previous vlogs, I've done a couple over there. And then you've got the Purbeck Hills, Bournemouth Pier in the foreground. And then right over there, you might just be able to make out, if I sort of point there, you've got Harry's Rocks. It's a bit grey over there, so you can't see them today. And then if we pan out across the bay, beautiful today. Go up here, get a better view. So as we walk up here, this is Eastcliff side of town. I'll show you on the map. Okay, so there's the pier, and we're here on Eastcliff. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk a little bit further that way, show you a couple of the hotels and that hidden gem I referred to as well. Right, okay, so yeah, so let's go back out. So Harry's Rocks, out into the sea, and over there it's a bit brighter, you can see in the distance got Isle of Wight, and over to Christchurch. So what we'll do, we'll have a walk along here, along the top of the cliff, and we'll show you some of the hotels. Weather today is not too bad, a bit of a brisk breeze. According to the thing on my phone, it's 11 degrees, says overcast with sunny spells, no rain, which, believe me, after the past week or two down here is a lovely change. If you're coming down to Bournemouth at all in the near future, let me know, drop me a comment. If you need any handy hints or tips on where to park, where to stay, where to eat, or where not to do any of those things, give me a shout and I'll help out. Look at this, daffodils, what a great sight. First hotel there, that's the Hotel Miramar. I think it's a 4-star. I'm no expert on what the facilities these hotels have got, but if I show you the names, you can always Google them. Hotel Miramar, Ocean Bar and Terrace. Very nice. I've done a couple of wedding discos in there in past years. There we go. cross over the road. If you're coming to Bournemouth and you're looking for parking, especially in the summer when you want to hit the beach, I warn you now, everybody parks along here in these bays. Head down the beach thinking it's free parking. It's actually not. It's pay and display. You pay at the machine. And in the summer, there are armies of traffic wardens, so if you do park here, make sure you pay for sufficient time on a ticket and display the ticket, because they are ready to jump on you. Apologies for the wind noise. Yes, Tim, if you're watching, I will be getting a microphone. It is next on my list. Show you this while we're here. Every year in Bournemouth, usually last week in August, we have the Bournemouth Air Festival, and one of the main features of the festival is an annual display by the Red Arrows. Back in, I think it was 2011, there was a terrible tragic accident. If I read this here, 20th of August 2011, Flight Lieutenant John Egan lost his life following a display at the Bournemouth Air Festival. John was coming to the end of his first year with the world famous RAF aerobatic team, the Red Arrows, flying in the position of Red 4. So like I say, they're here every year as part of the Air Festival, and terrible accident and he lost his life, this guy. That was the man himself, John Higgins. And if I show you this, this is a memorial. Okay, so over on the left, we've got the Carlton Hotel, Bournemouth Carlton. I think that's a 4-star as well, but Google, correct me if I'm wrong. It's got function suites, does weddings, big wedding venue. It's probably one of Bournemouth's largest hotels. Out to sea. Well, I won't go all the way up here. I'll just show you over to Boscombe, and then I'll show you a couple of hotels just around the corner, which may be of interest. These are sort of generally family hotels, not sort of stag and hen budget venues. But if you do get a room, go for one of the sea view rooms, because to wake up to this in the morning sort of makes your holiday. Check it out. Okay, so on the left there, Bournemouth Eastcliff Hotel. Not familiar with that one, to be honest with you. Most of these I've done sort of wedding discos engagement parties, birthday parties in the function suites. Well, I've had people come down who I know who've stayed in them, so I've got a vague sort of familiarity with most of these hotels, but that one, not one I'm familiar with. There you go, back out to sea. You can see it a little bit better now. There's the white cliffs of the Isle of Wight over in the distance, and this pier here, that's Boscombe, which is a little sort of suburb of Bournemouth. I'll do a separate vlog on Boscombe. This fenced off area here, if we're lucky, we might see one of the goats. Basically what we've done is, you can see there's little heather and gorse to help stabilise the cliffs and to keep the vegetation down. They've introduced a colony of goats. I think they brought some of them down from North Wales that were living on the Great Ormond Land and no, and they've brought some of them elsewhere. I think it's about 15 to 20 of them in total. And now and again, if you're lucky, you see them walking along the cliff top. But if you come to Bournemouth, please do not feed them anything, because they're always getting poisoned by people giving them stuff they shouldn't be giving them. There's plenty of vegetation within the fenced area for them to eat, and I think the idea is they help soil the land underneath and keep the cliff a little bit more stable. Here's your parking charges, and they do penalise you if you don't pay, trust me. You just see the other side of the fence where the goats walk along the top. They've forged themselves a little pathway. Not here today. Okay, so back to the hotels. I won't go too far up because there's only these here. I think these are all 4 stars. They're all part of the same group, the Oceana group. We've got the Cumberland Hotel, very splendid, nice balconies. It's got the Ventana bar, which is nice, Ventana Cafe, Mirabelle restaurant in there as well. And the one next door is the Oceana Sutcliffe, where my late dad used to like staying there because he used to like the views. He used to sort of book the room. I think he stayed in one up above where it said Sutcliffe. Inside there, I'll tell you what's nice in the conservatory, there's the Overcliff pub. It's like a little hotel bar. And then over there we've got the Ocean Beach, which is got a lovely bar in there, nice at night, all lit up. Then we've got Bayview Court next to that. I think Bayview Court's a 3-star, and I think Ocean Beach, Sutcliffe and Cumberland are all 4-star. And then there's one tucked over there in the corner which I can never remember the name of. It'll come in a minute. I'm not sure it's actually open at the moment. I think it's undergoing a refurb. But yeah, there we go, the Cottonwood Hotel over in the corner there. So these are your main sort of seafront large Bournemouth hotels. Past that sort of yellowy coloured building, and then you've got the flats there. They're all private apartments, holiday lets, all that sort of thing. There's not a lot by way of hotels, businesses that way. But again, word of warning, don't be fooled. All this parking along here in the summer, if you're going to park there, make sure you pay, because as I said, armies of traffic wardens everywhere ready to pounce. So that takes you East Cliff over to Boscombe. We'll go back this way. I'll show you a couple more hotels, and I've got a belter of a hidden gem for you today. secure chain. Always very busy. And then over that side is the Britannia Hotel, which I believe is actually part of the Britannia chain. But I'm going to give you a handy hint, and I'm only basing this on what I've heard. If you do a hotel search for Bournemouth, the Britannia Hotel will always come up as one of the cheaper ones, and if you look carefully you can probably see why. So check out the reviews before you book, that's all I'm saying. Because from what I can understand, I've heard they're not the greatest. So that's Britannia Hotel there, so yeah, always check it out. As with anything. Okay, so on Gervis Road. Right, okay, so I was going to show you down there. There's a couple of hotels down there. Hotel Celebrity, Orchid Hotel. You can just see the Celebrity there. That's always worth a look. It's got function rooms. I think it's about 20 bedrooms. Slightly less expensive than the ones you get on the seafront, but literally just round the corner. And it's a nice hotel as well. I've been in there a few times. They're always worth a look, but if you just Google hotels on Eastcliff if you're looking for somewhere, and they'll all come up in sort of price order. Okay, so walk down here. There's a couple around the corner here I'd like to show you. On the right is Bournemouth College, Bournemouth and Poole College. Quiet today because it's a Saturday, no students around. Okay, so we're coming up to this area of Bournemouth now. This is what's locally known as the Lansdowne roundabout. On the left here, we've got the Roundhouse Hotel. Again, like the Britannia, I've never been in there, but I do advise it comes up as one of the sort of lower priced hotels, and you know, you pay for what you get. I'm only going on what I've heard. Check out your reviews, that's all I'm going to say. I think it's one of those that's maybe had its heyday, so it always pays to shop around, folks. Having said that, I have seen them working on it. They've recently refurbished the bar in front as well, so maybe it's a deal. Right, we'll cross over here. Nearly went flying then. Yeah, so this is a Lansdowne, very busy roundabout, just outside the centre of Bournemouth. We'll walk back up this way in a minute because I'm going to show you that hidden gem that I was telling you about. But I'll just show you around the corner here because we're heading back down towards the pier now. This is Bath Road. So it's Waves Restaurant and Bar, and that's the Roundhouse Hotel. As I say, check it out. Look before you book, as they say. So we're on Bath Road. This takes us down to Bournemouth Pier. I won't go all the way down. I'm just going to show you some couple of hotels and a handy hint if you're coming by car. Something you might need to know. On the right, it's private apartments, student apartments. Then on the left here, we've got a 3-star Burley Court. There's a handy hint for you. Parking £5 all day. Cheaper than parking on the seafront for all day and just round the corner. If you want to park at any of these hotels, all you do is you go in, give them your registration at reception. Usually pay about a £5 and then you've got it all day. I think they'd probably pump it up a little bit in the summer in height of season. Supply and demand and all that. Mayfair Hotel. Celebrate your wedding in the garden of the Greek gods. in the centre of Bournemouth. Wonder what it looks like. Can't be very big. Then on the right we've got Holiday Inn. I've never seen any of the rooms in there, but I've been in a bar restaurant in front. That's really nice. Then this side, Piccadilly, restaurant, hotel, ballroom. I believe the ballroom is still in existence. For your ballroom fans, I don't believe it's a sprung floor. I think it's a solid floor. The only hotel left in Bournemouth that had a sprung dance floor was the Wessex Hotel, which is on Westcliff, but that unfortunately got demolished about 3 years ago, and I think it's now a Premier Inn. Such is a sign of the times. Okay, I'll go this far, and there's nothing much further down there. That takes us to the beach and the pier, but that garage there, this Esso garage, it's a Bath Hill roundabout, and if you come to Bournemouth and you're on your way home and you need fuel and you're parked in the town centre, that garage is the closest one to the town centre. If you miss that one, your next garages are about 1.5 miles, 2 miles out of town. So that's you on. It's on Bath Hill roundabout near Bournemouth Pier. Bournemouth Pier, where that red car's just gone down a hill, and where the bus is going is about 200 yards on the left down there, drops down to the pier. So if you come back up east towards East Cliff, then you'll come to the roundabout here where the yellow bus is going, and you'll see the Esso garage. So that's where you need to get your fuel before you go home. So just to give you an idea of where the Esso garage is, that's Bath Hill St Peter's roundabout. There's the garage, and then if we pan round, down there is the Royal Bath Hotel, or Bath Hotel as they say down here. There, and just there is Bournemouth Pier. So to get to that garage, up the hill to the roundabout, and there's your fuel to get you home. Okay guys, so we're back at Lansdowne roundabout. This is Old Christchurch Road. That takes you down to Bournemouth Square, one of the main shopping streets. I'll do a separate vlog on that one because that'll take ages. So not for today. So we've got O'Neill's Irish Bar there, all the scaffolding around it. Eater's Pizza. Lansdowne Post Office. This side of town now from here on is more sort of university sort of area. A lot of student sort of orientated places. KFC. Fade hairdressers. And here, viewers, is today's not so hidden gem. We've got 3 Wetherspoons in Bournemouth. You may have seen them on the previous vlogs. We've got one down in Bournemouth Square called the Moon on the Square, which throughout the year is very busy, especially in the summer because it's the one nearest the beach in the town centre. We've got one just outside the main square called the Mary Shelley, which again you'll have seen in the other vlog I've done. And then we've got this one, which is up at the Lansdowne. It's a Christopher Creek. Okay, it's on 3 floors. Does all your usual Wetherspoon stuff. But I'm telling you about this one because it's not so far out the town centre, but very few holidaymakers, sort of tourists, know about it. It's more sort of locals, students, and people who just happen upon it. So if you like your Wetherspoons and you want to find one that's not too busy and you want to sit down, this is a place to go. So it's Christopher Creek. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll pop in, finish off with a quick pint. There we go. So yep, Christopher Creek behind me. It's backwards, Christopher Creek. So this is your Wetherspoons. Not so much a hidden gem, but something worth knowing if you like your cheap food and drink and you don't want to go down to the busy ones in the square. So I hope you enjoyed that little bit of a walkabout, guys. That was at Eastcliff, Bournemouth. Don't forget, like, subscribe, push the button for notifications of the upcoming videos that I've got. I have got a lot more to edit and come on. I've not just been doing nothing, so there is stuff to come on. A couple of funny ones as well, and a couple of different ones other than little walkabouts. I've done some stuff with karaoke and all that sort of stuff. So looking forward to Tenerife, hopefully next week. Keep your fingers crossed. Drop me a comment below. Just a couple of quick shout outs, because what I try and do on my vlogs is shout out other YouTubers who support me. So obviously they've got my usuals with Tim living with MS in Tenerife, Crackmaster Daniel, Kevin Scotsman in Tenerife. Check out their channels as well. But a couple of others that I'd like to very quickly mention. Simon Farrant, have a look at his channel, Simon Farrant. He's got some great, very creative videos on there, very storyline based. The effects are superb, so please have a look for Simon Farrant. And also my good friend Johnny Vlogger. Johnny Vlogger, he does his Tenerife vlogs, he does his, I think, Friday night karaoke's, and he's getting a quiz going on, I think it's Wednesdays. So give Johnny Vlogger UK a shout as well. So it's Johnny Vlogger UK. And last but not least, my good friends Rick and Shelley on that Tenerife vlogcast. Always give them a look as well. So right, that's it for today. Keep a lookout for more videos. Don't forget to subscribe, give us a like, and push the bell and all that sort of malarkey. And take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers everybody.